being a radical revolutionary, again, in the spirit of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., is all about embracing the idea of being uncomfortable. It's never being settled in the work that you're doing. It's not comfortable stuff to be the person in the room or in the meeting or in the classroom that always has a challenging counterpoint, but it is in fact necessary.
Was there ever a time where you needed to code switch just to navigate the political world?
It's so concerning to me that we are still teaching our up-and-coming young leaders in a day and time where so many people fought for all of us to be exactly who we are, that we still have to have work voices, that we still have to conform. So many people have so many negative things to say about young people in particular, but about what is currently going on, whether it's our political or social discourse. And for young people, particularly on college campuses, I like to remind them that you are some of the most powerful people in the world.
Could you talk a little bit more about like letting what will happen unfold and staying open to the moment?
Like it's a full-time job to find a full-time job. It's a full-time job to find your next opportunity. Okay, it is an active search. So yes, you need to be ready and open, but you also have to be willing to do the work. I love Dr. King, but I especially love Dr. King post-1965. And we don't hear a lot about Dr. King post-1965. Dr. King post-1965 was talking about economic inequality. Dr. King post-1965 was being critical of the United States government and the war. He was losing allies. Dr. King's entire life was about bucking the status quo, ladies and gentlemen, and I am here to tell you that you can't be a radical revolutionary in your everyday life. You can't claim to do the life-changing work of social justice, the work that is required to move the needle in our communities, if you aren't willing to buck the status quo, if you aren't willing to take risks. If we truly want to be radical revolutionaries in the spirit of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., we also have to be willing to stand in the gap for other people. And standing in the gap is about taking stock of who else is being kept out of the proverbial building. A lot of people say they don't want to be engaged and involved in politics. And I think what they really mean is that they don't want to be engaged and involved in partisan politics. But we can't avoid being involved in politics. Everything we do is a political decision. Being able to go to the doctor and get cough syrup when you're sick is in fact political. Being able to have green lettuce in your neighborhood is a political decision. Politics is happening and occurring around us every single day, whether we participate or not. And so the only way things will change is if we get in the game. So think about, what is your radical revolutionary role? And are you ready to stand in the gap? Are you ready to be uncomfortable? Are you ready to take risks? Are you willing to take on your adversaries as well as your allies? Because that's what's required of us in this moment.